Hello, I'm here to talk to you today about a very important topic, competing against your future self. One of my favorite actors is Matthew McConaughey. His story is so unique. He was at a bar just having a drinks with a couple friends, hanging out, and a movie producer saw him and said, "Hey man, I really like your look, I like your style. Come to a casting call tomorrow at this address." Matthew McConaughey said he had no experience acting. He was just at a bar with friends, hanging out, being himself, and he caught the attention of a film producer. And look where he is today. Matthew McConaughey has been in more movies, some great ones like A Time to Kill. I mean, he's just a very prominent actor who can act on so many different types of movies and personalities. He's one of my favorites. He says that living in Hollywood gets very, very hard because you have a lot of people around you. It can be superficial. It can be lots of things going on. And it's just so many different things can kind of pull your attention. But he says what makes him so successful, the only person he is competing against or chasing after is himself 10 years down the road. He's not worried about other actors. He's not worried about what The Rock is doing. He's not worried about what Justin Timberlake is doing or other people that are in his space. He's only focused on what he can do and what he can control from within his own mind. So he is only chasing after himself 10 years down the line. This is exactly the same thing that you have to do when you are trying to build a business, create a legacy, leave your mark on society. If you start trying to compare yourself to other people, if you start taking your head kind of looking over this way and that way, and you're not focusing on you, you are really doing yourself a disservice and an injustice, because you're missing out on the most important part of your success, and that is you. You are the one that is your own CEO. Like my good friend and my old coach, Jack Del Rio, said, if you want to be the best in life, be your own CEO. You can either increase or decrease your stock daily. The choice is up to you. So I never was a person to kind of look at other people. When I started my keynote speaking business, I came home, I was a janitor. I went from an NFL athlete to a bankrupt business owner to a hard-working janitor that wanted to become a national keynote speaker. And what did I do? I came home, I sat down at my table, I wrote my goals out, where I was trying to go, my vision, and I looked at some things online, other speakers to look at different styles, what they talk about, different topics. But I wasn't competing against them. I'm not competing against Tony Robbins, Les Brown, Eric Thomas. Those guys are great. Mel Robbins, she's phenomenal. They have their own unique story. I can't be them, and they can't be me. So why would I try to compete against them? I should try to maybe learn some things from them, take some things they do well, and put them into my own style. But I am the one that controls my destiny. Just like you're the one that controls the outcome of your life. If you start focusing more on competing against yourself, your future self, where you want to be 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, I think you're going to be very happy with what the product and what you produce by doing that. Because it's going to eliminate jealousy, envy. It's going to take things, it's going to help get your focus from swaying side to side, get you going straight down a path. We'll put blinders on and focus on you. So my challenge to you, do you have enough grit, perseverance? Do you have enough determination? But more importantly, do you have enough focus to compete against yourself and your future self? How do you do that? 3 things. Number 1, identify who you are and what is your story. Okay? Once you do that, you can then start to attack your vision with excellence and with precision. Number 2, find rituals or different processes that work for you. It's okay to look at other people and what they do, but don't try to copy somebody. maybe take a few things they do nicely and ingrain them into your style. So that's what you have to do there. Again, find systems, rituals, and processes that work for you. And the third thing is, are you willing to gut it out, grit it out, persevere in order to get where you want to be in the future? So again, what are you good at? What is your strength? Processes and rituals and procedures that work for you. And do you have enough grit, moxie, and perseverance to see your vision through? So again, don't compete against anybody else. The only person you should be competing against is yourself today, but more importantly, you should be competing and chasing the person you want to be in the future. Have a great day.